Hello Year 1. This week's science lesson we are starting a brand new topic on growing plants, and in today's lesson we're learning how to plant a bean. So the aim of this lesson is that you can describe how to plant a bean or a seed, and you'll know if you've done a really good job if at the end of the lesson you can plant a bean or a seed. You can write your own instructions on how you did your planting of your seed, and you could maybe ask a question about what you've been doing in today's lesson. So planting beans. So we're going to learn how to plant a bean. Now I know most of you are at home, but if you were in school, you would have brought in a jar or a plastic container, and I would have given you all a bean. And this is the lesson that we would have done at school. So we want your beans to grow really big and strong. And as you can see in the picture, that bean is in a jar, but you can also put them in a Ziploc bag and put them on your window. So what do we need to do first? First of all, you need to put some soil or compost in your pot. Then you need to plant your bean inside the soil. You need to push it down carefully with your fingers, not right to the bottom, just a little below the surface. So what do beans need to grow? They need to have some water, but not too much. We don't want to drown them. And you need to put your bean somewhere where it is warm and sunny so it will grow. Write your name on a lollipop stick. And this is the instructions again, so put some soil into your pot, plant your bean inside the soil and give the bean some water. Remember, not too much, and put your bean somewhere warm and sunny. Don't forget to label your name. And look, I found these pictures off the internet. I have done this before in school children where I have put some seeds or some beans in a bag with some sort of water, and I've stuck them on the windows, and it's really easy to see how they are growing. Sometimes when they're in soil you can't see the roots that are forming. So have a go. Maybe you've got some Ziploc bags at home. So if you were in school, you'd be keeping a bean diary, and you will be recording how your bean is growing. You are going to be doing something similar in a moment. Something like this. Let me just show you. So the work that you'll be doing first of all is you will find these on the Show My Homework. So you need to look at these pictures here. You might recognise these ones here. So we've got the water, the sun, the compost or soil and the bean. So what you need to do is colour in these pictures carefully in pencil crayon, cut them out and stick them in the correct order. Which one goes first? And then you could draw the equipment that you use to plant your bean. Draw the things that plants need. So you know that they need water to grow. They need sunshine to grow. Do they need anything else? So you can draw the equipment, draw the things that they need, and then maybe just write 1 or 2 sentences below. So here is some really useful words that you might want to use when you're recording your work. Let's have a look. So we've got here the word soil, got here plant, watering can, that's really good for the water. We've got here pot, sunlight, because we know that our plants, we need sunlight. And here we've got measure and bean. So there's really lots of useful words on this page. So I just want you to have a think about what would happen if. So what would happen if we don't put any bean, if we don't put the bean in any soil? What would happen if we don't give the bean any water? And what will happen if we leave the bean in the dark? So you might want to pause the film here and have a little chat with your grown-up about what would happen if. So pause the film here. Right, welcome back, children. So if you didn't put the bean in any soil, maybe you could have a go. You could put the bean in a pot, you give it light, you give it water, but what would happen? Maybe have a go. What would happen if you didn't give the bean any water? So you put the bean in the soil and you put it in a warm spot. What do you think might happen? What would happen if you put your bean in the dark? So you could put your bean in the soil, give it some water, but then place it in a dark cupboard. What might happen? So I know that lots of you won't have beans at home. So I want you to have a really good think. Do you have any seeds anywhere? Do you have any beans anywhere? Now on this page here, I've got here an avocado seed. Can you see there? So inside an avocado is a really giant stone. So you might want to, if you've got an avocado in your house, take the stone out. And here, look, it's got some cocktail sticks in, and you can put that in some water. Down here, we've got some eggshells that have been hollowed out and some cotton wool's been put inside them with some cress seeds. And at the top, we've got the top of a carrot that's been the top of the carrot's been sliced off. It's been put in some water on a sunny windowsill. The water's been changed every day. Maybe something would happen. And down here, these vegetables and plants all have seeds in it. Now, if you were to get these seeds and dry them out really carefully, you might be able to grow them. So don't just think, oh, I don't have a bean seed at home. Have a look. You might have some seeds in your fridge without knowing. These are tomato seeds, apple seeds, grape seeds, pear seeds. So have a really good look. There might be some other seeds. When I looked in my fridge, I had some lemons in there. Lemons have seeds. There's also, I had some peaches. Peaches have seeds. You can have a look. Do you have any peppers? Because peppers have seeds in them. You might even have some sesame seeds that you might want to have a try and grow. So over the next 4 weeks, I really want you to have a go at trying to plant some seeds. You might even have some flower seeds. You might want to try and grow some flowers. So over the next 4 weeks, try and find some time to return to your plants, whatever they might be, to measure their growth with a ruler, and we're going to keep a diary of all the things we are growing. And really be inventive, be creative, see what you can grow. And then you will, so for today's lesson, you will be filling in this today, children. You'll be filling in these instructions on how to plant a bean. If you didn't have a printer, you could just draw these 4 pictures and colour them in the correct order. And then you're going to be filling in this equipment, so drawing a picture and labelling it. And again, filling in this section here, what do plants need and things plants need to grow. But first of all, you need to see if you've got any beans or seeds that you might want to grow. So go on, be inventive. I'll be really interested to see what you've been growing. Okay, bye children.